Court of Appeal judges have blocked the deportation of a Turkish organised crime boss deemed a serious threat to public security because he is married to an EU migrant. With EU laws on freedom of movement, which Britain remains subject to until January 2021, it is extremely difficult to deport EU or EU-linked nationals. The Turkish crime boss took full advantage of the unlimited appeals process, which presents dangerous criminals with the opportunity to keep their case going through the Court of Appeals until they get the result they desire. The deportation order against Mr A, as he's been dubbed, had been upheld by the upper tribunal of the Immigration and Asylum Chamber. Judge Sir Stephen Richards, ruling alongside Lord Justice Fulford and Lady Justice Nicola Davis, said, "I would dismiss grounds 2 and 3 for the appeal, but for the reason given in the closed judgment, I would allow the appeal under ground 1 and would remit the case for rehearing by a different constituted panel of the upper tribunal." In other news, the mainstream media are up in arms at reports of there being a possible 100,000 modern slaves working in the UK. They have expressed concern and outrage, and rightfully so. But, and here's the rub, in their next breath, they heavily criticise an end to freedom of movement, which has made the situation possible. For years, unskilled immigration into the UK under freedom of movement has been seen as only a good thing. Alas, no good deed goes unpunished. Had the UK based its immigration on skills rather than virtue signalling, many of these workers would not be in a position to be exploited by UK firms. The news breaks on the same day that the Home Secretary published the UK's new skill-based immigration policy, which will no doubt curb employers' access to an unskilled workforce that is easy to exploit. It's believed police ignored the situation due to a fear of being labelled racist. Where have we heard that one before? London saw a weekend of bloodshed with 9 people stabbed, 3 killed, with others fighting for their lives. A man was shot and killed on Croydon Road in the early hours of Sunday as the capital continues to descend into a lawless hellhole under the leadership of Sadiq Khan. Since he became mayor, every form of violent crime has risen, while he has spent his time berating Trump and Brexit whilst pandering to every nonsensical batshit liberal cause known to man. Last up tonight, doctors and scientists have come out to criticise the wearing of face masks, stating that they are about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Many have described calls for their use to be mandatory as nothing but a confidence-building exercise, with masks offering no real protection to the general public. And that's all for tonight. You all be safe out there, and if you can't be safe, win.